What is up, commoners? Welcome back to my Planet Zoo series. This episode is episode 3.5. I decided to just do like a little cutaway half episode just because this whole thing is just going to be us sculpting and then messing around with a couple of the habitats, but nothing like that's super intense, nothing that's super interesting other than just if you enjoy the behind the scenes type footage stuff. So this is for everybody who likes the sculpting and stuff like that. So here I'm just messing with the jaguar habitat a little bit. I just make the walls shorter so that way the visitors don't see the walls as much when they're sitting up on top there. Eventually I'm gonna make that like a null barrier with like the rock there, but I don't know exactly how well that would work, and I have not messed around with the null barriers really at all in my experience with this game. I know I want to do it a lot because I think that some of the stuff you can do with it looks really awesome, but I just have to mess around with it more so that way I feel more confident doing it with the jaguars. I flatten out the whole top of this like I have been intending to do for a while. I just haven't really had the time or the in-game money to do it. So I finally get around to that, and then I get a little bit carried away and start digging this tunnel. I have a good idea for what I'm going to do with this. I basically just make it into a room, and then I actually have several ideas for this, and I might end up putting it all into one. But I kind of want to put some shops in here, maybe like a little exhibit, and then maybe put some like a river that kind of flows through it, just like a small stream, and then have that go out into a waterfall that comes out the front entrance of the whole park. So I don't know, I have a bunch of different ideas for it, but eventually I'm going to do one of those things or all of them, and it's gonna be super sweet. So with these little half episodes, I'm probably gonna do one every so often. So like I might do a 4.5. It might not be until I get past episode 5, so it might be 5.5. I don't know, just whenever I really feel like I do a lot of sculpting and stuff like that, I'll just make a quick little video, put a little voiceover like this, and then put it out there again just for anybody who's interested in like the behind the scenes stuff. So that little area that I cleared out on top there, that's for a sculpture of some kind, like an art piece. I just think it's gonna look really cool on top. This whole front area is gonna be like ruined city, like Mayan ruined city theme type stuff. So possibly Llama Palace might go up there, but I don't know for sure yet. I think it doesn't quite fit up there right now, but I could definitely make that area bigger. But we'll see. I don't really know. I'm definitely gonna put some lights on that back wall though, because that'll look super sweet. And then eventually I'll figure out exactly what sculpture we're gonna put up there. But I don't know. Like I said, I have no idea yet. But I'll definitely probably put that in like a one of these half videos here, because these are also going to be for like scenery. So when I put in my vegetation and stuff like that, and anytime I really just make the park look better, and I'm not like adding habitats and things like that, and then that's what's going to go in these videos. On a whim, I kind of just decided to put those little side pedestals in right there. Probably just going to be some like ruins up there and like some jungle scenery, whatnot. And then I want to make this path go all the way through, but I just could not figure out how to do it yet, so I didn't do it. This is me just messing around with some of the yeah this is Llama Palace. This is just me messing around with some of the different scenery items. I'm not sure, I didn't place anything yet. I didn't have enough money anyway, but if I would have had enough money, I probably would have placed something and then ended up removing it later because I didn't like it. But I just kind of mess around with some of these items. I like I said, I know it's gonna be a ruined city, but I don't know like exactly how we're gonna do it. It's probably gonna be like a ruined city inside of a jungle, so it's gonna be super thick vegetation, and then you're gonna see like little ruins and like temple pieces, broken rocks, stuff like that in there, and then maybe like some old like pottery jugs, some whatnot as you walk through there. But that's gonna be the whole theme. And then now I finally get around to lowering the llama habitat walls, like I had talked about, I think in episode 1 of the series. I don't know why I didn't do it sooner. It took me like, as you can see, it took me like 2 minutes to do it, and I gained what, $5,000, $6,000 in-game dollars from doing it. So, and the habitat looks way better, so I don't know why I didn't do that earlier, but I was just getting carried away with some other things. And then I had just had enough money to go around the whole jaguar habitat here and place thick glass instead of regular glass. I think the thick glass just looks a little bit better because it has those side posts, and then it has like a little rail on the top. So yeah. And then I don't know, this is like when I'm doing my like little terrain sculpting and recording, I kind of just like jump around from side to side on the park and then decide like, okay, I'm gonna do this now, I'm gonna do this now, because there's so many different things that I want to do with the park, and I don't have a lot of time usually off of stream and then, you know, editing videos and things, so I just try to get as much done as I can. So yeah, I decided right then and there that I'm gonna move the tortoise habitat to here. I don't complete the whole tortoise habitat in this video because I want to do that on stream and then in one of the main videos, just because I think that's kind of a bigger moment. But I don't think that this whole sculpting and all that stuff is a super big moment, so definitely put it in here. It's a very interesting little like sculpting area that I made. I just basically made like a hole in the ground and then made it all flat, and then I'm gonna just null barrier the entire outside. So this, all of that rock there is just gonna be the barrier, and tortoises are not that big, obviously. They can't, well, I mean, tortoises are huge, but they're not able to climb at all, basically. So I think those walls, that little bit of wall there is enough to keep them out, which is going to be super sweet for the visitors to be able to just walk past and look right down on it. And I might also add like a little bridge that goes up over the top and make like some jungle scenery around that too. I think that would look good, but I have to really mess around with it before I decide if I actually want to do it. And right here I just, on a whim again, just was like, you know what, I kind of want the habitat gate to be hidden, so I decide to burrow through the ground. And I actually saw this on a video like I don't know, a couple months ago, and I just thought it was a really cool idea to have the staff path run through the ground so that way the visitors didn't see it. I'm not gonna do that all the time just because I do kind of like the scenery of the staff stuff, like the different themed buildings, so like the South American buildings and the Arctic buildings, all that stuff. I think that really makes it so it ties super well into like certain biomes or region areas, and it just gives the whole area like a better feel, in my opinion. So I'm not gonna like hide all of my staff stuff like some people do, but I just wanted to try my hand at making like a little tunnel. I'm probably gonna put like, I don't know, I'm definitely gonna put lights down there, and then I'm gonna put probably like a little staff building of some kind down there. I might even be able to hide like the water treatment in the solar panels. I might be able to put those down there and just completely hide them from the visitors. I don't know how that works at all, but it might work out really well. And then if that works, I might just do that everywhere, just make tunnels for all of my staff paths, and then keep the buildings obviously out on top, but you will never see like a staff path going through anywhere. But that's just like an idea. I don't know exactly how it all works yet, so I'd have to figure it out. So as I'm messing around with that, I didn't realize that I can literally just like make stairs down. I was trying to put it on the actual ground like an idiot, so that's what took me forever to finally like build down. But once I figured that out, I started moving pretty quick. I'm basically just going like off of my sense of direction, trying to find my way to this habitat, and I also want to find my way to like the specific spot in the habitat, that little hole that I have right there. I'm trying to find my way to that, so right there I was just trying to like gather my bearings real quick and try to like really figure out my direction that I have to go to get there. But I figure out pretty quick that that's a lot harder than what I thought it was gonna be. So I just decided, like, okay, I'm just gonna burrow my way until I find like the actual habitat, and then I end up being way below it, come out in the middle of it, and then I go back through it, the hole that I made, and then I dig this out, and I know now that I'm like pretty close, and I just have to like find my way there, but I'm pretty sure I'm on the same level as what it is. And then I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna dig this hole through, until I find the stairs. And then I finally find them, and now I know exactly the direction I have to go to get there. And then basically the end of this whole thing, I just have to mess around with these barriers forever to get them to finally connect to each other. It's probably something that I just don't know, just from not having enough experience trying this, but these barriers would not connect at all. Like the null barrier would not connect. I tried to do concrete, I tried to do glass, I tried to do all sorts of stuff to try to get these barriers to connect, and I just could not get it. And then eventually, I don't know how, but eventually I just figure something out, and then it works out. But yeah, it definitely a pain to get this tunnel down here, and definitely a pain to do all of this like null barrier stuff without any experience or looking up any tutorials on it, because as we know, I am the tutorial. But eventually I figured it out. So that's gonna just about do it for this video once I finally complete this, and then all you have to do, just look out for episode 4, and then if you like this video, look out for the other half video, so 4.5, 5.5, whatever it may be. Just look out for that, and I'll see you on whatever video you watch next.